University hires. That got a bigger laugh than it should have. As a white woman in marketing, I'm like, whoa. Oh, God, wow. Yes, I am very, very excited to be here. My Sia and I, before we actually got to introduce each other to each other's boyfriends for the first time. Yes. And we're both dating kind of skinny guys, and she looked at me and she was like, have you had him baptized yet? And I was like, we tried, but he just floated like a straw. He just popped right back up there, I'm sorry. She was talking about men's dicks, and she was like, does size matter? And I was like, cover your ears. Yes! And circumcise them. There was a little, it's because I'm Jewish. It's like a moral thing. It's true. On the way over, actually, it is a public service. Thank you. With today's economy, I don't know, but thank you. I actually got stopped up by a cop on the way over here, and he was like, I'd really like to take you out, as if my boyfriend wasn't standing right there. And I had to say no on a moral stance, because like I said, I am Jewish, and we're not allowed to have pork. Just sucking on it. It's still not allowed. It's not allowed. This is called the Chica's night, and I thought that was funny because like the only time I really hear Chica being used is other white women doing shots. Yes, this is like a thing where we're like, yes, Chica, I got it! That's the only word in Spanish that they know. We're gonna go to Taco Bell! Yeah. I'm about to get evicted from the whole city of San Antonio just with that joke. Right there. But what's up? I'm Grace. I am white, which means my mom is also white. But my mom's like aggressively white. I'll explain. My mom's not white aggressively in the sense that she's a Karen. My mom is aggressively white in the sense that she has a dog that she carries in a purse. That's as white as it gets. My mom recently got this dog because she has terrible empty nest syndrome, and she decided this will replace my children. And does anybody have a dog? Who here has a dog? Beautiful. Make some noise if your dog costs more than a car. Oh, okay. But what kind of dog do you have?
Frenchie?
A Frenchie, gorgeous. I love a Frenchie because Frenchies are like cute. My mom's dog was bred in another state in a petri dish. It is a petite multi-gen golden doodle. Yeah, it has more names than me. But wait, it's worse. Because it was bred out of state, they had to have a nanny service fly it in. Yes, for 10 grand.
No way.
This dog, I wish I was kidding. I wish I wrote this also for the ha-has. This dog is 9 weeks old and it has flown first class. Yes. I was transporting my grandpa's ashes. They put me in coach. Yeah, true story. The stewardess comes by. She's like, can I get you something from the bar? And I was like, I'm 19. So bring something for yourself too. If we're gonna go there. But my mom doesn't know how to train a dog at all. Like growing up, my mom just figured out like just hit him with a Birkenstock and it's fine. For the laughs in this room, like in San Antonio, a lot of people talk about like, oh, my mom got me with a chancla. Did anybody else get the chancla? Yes. Yeah, Birkenstocks, those things, they're from Sweden. It's just cork and patent leather and brass. But my mom doesn't know what to do with the dog, so she just sits there and she was like, listen to my words. I was like, is my mom gentle parenting this dog? Where was this energy when I was growing up? They're paying for a trainer to take care of this dog. This dog has, I know I sound like so upset about it, but it's so funny I have to work through it this way. This dog has a car seat, which seems kind of normal, I guess-ish, but I didn't have a car seat. Like, growing up, I just had a sister that sat next to me like, oh my God, Grace! This was in like the 2000s, this isn't like some boomer joke where I'm like, back in my day, in I don't know. That's just the thing I associate with all, back in in my day, I don't know. I do want to be nice about it because, like, this dog isn't going to be around for too long. Yeah, like, dogs don't live as long as people, and I'm ready for that day. My sister and I are ready for that day, in all honesty. We'll switch gears a little bit. This is a little too self-loathing. I felt you guys pull back. It's okay. My mom is a great person. My mom's really sweet. My mom taught me actually how to navigate dressing rooms, which doesn't sound like something you should navigate, but hear me out. Dressing rooms are kind of a weird space to be as a woman, right? You walk in there and at first you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to try on these clothes. And you're like, I've never seen that angle of my body. What's that? I'm 26 years old. I didn't know I had cellulite on my face. Where did I learn that? In a dressing room. Yeah, worst dressing room of all though? Victoria's Secret. He's like, listen. My first thought was like, you've probably been in there with a girl and been like, you're beautiful. I totally didn't even notice that pimple on your ass. Have you ever had that where you notice something and you're just like, my man has seen me from every angle and he didn't point that out to me ever. And now you're at the beach like, this is what it is, let's go. No, dressing rooms by Victoria's Secret are interesting because I remember going in there and trying on like some cute lingerie. I was like, let's go to like Valentine's Day, whatever, I'm dressing for me. And I was in there and I was trying to put on this like, basically a foreskin of underwear. I'm Jewish, I don't know what a foreskin looks like. It's not, this is what I would imagine. Like, it was pretty horrible. It was pretty horrible. I'm sorry to the people that are eating. And I remember being in there and I'm just kind of like half a kilter on the floor, just like, come on, get in there, let's go. And I look up and there's like this acrylic sticker on the mirror and it said, turn head, sexy. Now, don't get me wrong, this position I'm in will turn heads. It'll also warrant a call from a first responder. I went into another room, it was even worse. It was worse because this was like a Kendall Jenner TM thing. They hired a brand ambassador, it's Kendall Jenner. For those who don't know, 6'11", built like a gazelle. Fuck that bitch. I'm such a girl's girl, I want to be here for all of them, but then when she walks in, like, no, love your skin, love your hair, everybody's perfect. I'm like, Kendall, there is more plastic in you than in the ocean. And I get it, like, the more that's in her, the less that's in the bay, but still. So I'm in this dressing room, and it's like this fucking picture of Kendall, like, kill it! And I'm like, no. And it said, thick thighs save lives. Which sounds cool, but not violent enough for me. Truly. If I want a brand ambassador for body positivity, I want a woman that I look up to. I want a woman I respect. Like, you know, those snipers in Ukraine? Yes. I want one of those absolute badass avatar warrior women to just like bust through the door and be like, it is hot as shit. I'm not even gay, but I would do it. Absolutely. I want her to come through that door and be like, listen to me, no. You kill. You put the bomb in Bombshell, okay? Thick thighs do not save lives. Thick thighs take lives. You choke him out while he's down there. Remind him you can't. You didn't want to sit in the front row after that. So all of us together were like, ah! He's here. He's like, I'm gonna come support and it's gonna be great. And we're just like, that one. But dude, what a way to go. Seriously, you figure out who likes butt stuff when the guys in the back are like, I would die that way. I volunteer as tribute. Thighs, let's go. Oh, goodness gracious me, that took a turn. So I'm not married. Thank you. Not married, most of my friends are. I was in 9 weddings last year. Yeah. So if you're keeping count, I went on 9 bachelorette trips last year. Yeah. And like at a certain point it gets a little egregious, right? Like I was on this bachelorette trip with one of my friends from college, which means all of her friends were from out of state and I didn't know them. Have you ever been trapped in one of those group chats with like 6 girls that you don't know? And you're just like, let's just get it done. And so because I'm like the one outsider that wasn't in the gamified tampon sorority, Friends reference, because I wasn't in that sorority and they're all besties, they just wanted me to take their picture for everything. So we're walking around Texas just like, oh my God, Grace, take my picture with this cowboy. Oh my God, Grace, take my picture with this tree. Oh my God, Grace, take my picture with this plastic bag. This is so ghetto. We were in Fredericksburg. Yeah, it's not ghetto, the Walmart's gorgeous. We're in Dallas, this is in San Antonio. Are you familiar with Fredericksburg? It's the capital of like sorority girls and bachelorette trips. Yes, they put Nashville to shame. So as I'm herding one of my friends back to this Airbnb at the end of the night, I do start to have this selfish thought, which is like, when is it gonna be my day? When is it gonna be my turn? I don't really want to get married that badly, but like I do want attention, obviously. Duh. Maybe when I die? No, truly, will that be my day? Which is why, felt you pull back, it's okay. It's very healthy. But since we're all friends, I will confess, I have my fantasy burial planned on Pinterest.
Oh my God.
I thought a beach theme would be fun. I was like, everybody has to get a passport just for me. Destination funeral, I was like, let's go. Let's go. I've got the colors picked out. Thank you. I'll add you to my will, it's fine. And I do have it written. This is a true thing. It is in my will that if I die before I get married, all of my friends have to go on a weekend trip to Nashville. The theme is Rhinestone Cowgirls. Brought to you by Amazon.com. Let's go. And I was telling it, we're wooing for my death. I love it. I was telling this to one of my friends and she was like, I think you're kind of making it about yourself. And I was like, yeah, duh. But, don't get mad now, but statistically, my death is far more permanent than her marriage ever was. And that's really not to throw shade, that's just facts, because I was in 2 of her weddings in 1 year. So, you know, that's how that went down for me. You want my friend? You don't, I guarantee it. I lost so much money on both those marriages, I should have been part of the divorce hearings. This is being filmed, I hope Nicole sees it, I really do. She and the woman she cheated on her husband with. The tea bruise. I didn't plan to spill all that for you guys, we were like, let's go! So I did, like I mentioned at the beginning, I just passed 1 year with the love of my life. Please clap my confirmation. Thank you. It's really difficult to date somebody when you're a comedian because everybody like wants to date the funny girl until she roasts you one too many times. Y'all are all funny. You kind of have had this experience probably. I remember the first time I realized comedy's not my friend in college where I was, helping my boyfriend out with a little bit of look up. This is how I give a hand job. If you're not laughing, it's because you're turned on. That is your problem to deal with. And he finished a little earlier than he had planned on, I guess, and he was embarrassed, and I was trying to like levitate the moment, and I was like, it's okay, I made you ink. Yeah, we broke up right after that. I don't know why. I am a delight. But I genuinely do like blame most of my problems with men on my dad. And not because I have daddy issues, but the opposite. My dad was actually like a wonderful father. He's my best friend. He raised me and my sisters to be like, we don't need a man, we don't even really want a man. I think he wanted to raise lesbians. If I'm being super honest. Yeah, I try so hard, right? Women have 2 eyebrows, women smell better. Like, this proves sexuality is not a choice. And they're not, yeah, true, okay. Lesbians are still having sex, but, you know, all that. No, but my dad had like a little bit of an anthem, and every single day he would give us these affirmations, and he would look at us. And if I may practice on you, my dad would look at me every day, and he would say, "Men are trash." I'm not saying you are. I'm saying my dad said that. But here's the truth of it. What's your name? Elon. Here's the truth, Elon. If men are trash, I am a raccoon. I love trash. You guys, thank you so much. My name is Grace. Please stand up for yourselves.